Riperile vagaina Madebwana. We come to you today from the capital, the city of Tshwane. I come as usual with Ugogo, John Gogo.
How are you?
And right.
Yourself?
I'm fine. We come today with a special guest.
Our very first.
Number one.
A gift to humanity.
One love.
Ras teacher, Umkulu Keith. He is an artist. He is many other things. Poetry comes along as well.
A scholar.
A scholar.
Well read.
Yes, an activist. So.
A farmer.
Oh yes, a farmer as well. You can see his products. The only hat. So, Ras teacher is going to teach us today how he uses art to do his activism, to heal, to educate the black child. Ras, welcome. Yeah, it's great to have you, man. It's been a while. We've been trying to set this up. One of my very big interests, looking at your work, I can't help but think, how did you end up in art? Like, when did you first pick up a brush?
Actually, with an actual brush was 2009.
That's very recent.
Yeah, that's now.
Ah.
But prior to that, I'd always been able to draw. Like, I found it therapeutic, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't know the word therapy or therapeutic at the time, but it was just coming to just sketch. So I kept doing that, and the reason it transformed into this was around that time I was doing architecture at the time.
Yeah.
So I was still drawing, I was still
Oh, so
engaged.
you've got an architecture background.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but like this was prior to that. So like literally I used to just sketch all the time. Then I started asking questions. It's like, what's this, what's that? And at that time it was a lonely space. There was certain conversations you couldn't have in an open space. This was illegal at that time. It was demonic, literally.
Yeah.
But I just asked questions, and I had uncapped internet, so I dove in. And a lot of the things I couldn't really speak them. I didn't have anyone to go back and forth with.
Yes.
I've been watching like 11-hour videos of like really heavy metaphysics, and it was hard. It was a hard space because you can't speak to someone normally about this. They'll be like, you're crazy. So
how
I decided.
do you receive that?
I
believe that when you're no longer on the path of the masses, you start finding your own path, or you feel a pull directing your path that read or learn or watch the following things.
With me, it was like, okay, I've always been curious. I've always been like, there's always been an itch, and there's just something wrong with the way things are. Like, I've seen people who should be happy, not happy. And I saw that at an early age. Like, I'd always been in the spotlight, and it was like, this looks redundant. And even the religion thing, you're like, I'm a Christian, but what about the Buddhists? What about the Hindus? Should I try converting them? Because they're going to hell.
And before we go into this next point, Ras, would you say in between your Uganda, UK, SA, are you seeing constant items that plunged you into this thing either way?
No, definitely. Like, I've been exposed to a lot of museums, and when you see what's in there, there's a narrative. Like, you can start seeing the narrative.
The world over.
All over, everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere there's a similar narrative. Everywhere on earth this is frowned upon, except the places where it's looked at as spiritual.
Yeah.
So it's the same dichotomy, and the repetition led to me just painting like a lot of these things. When you put them down, because they said pictures 1,000 words, when you put down a concept, a different part of the brain is working, and hearing it, listening to it, writing it down.
Yeah.
When you draw it, it becomes personal.
Yeah.
And now I internalized a lot of this information and just paint.
This is how it comes out.
This is how it came out.
So, Gogo, we're gonna come in now. But Gogo brought us here. She is a big fan of Mkhulukiz's work. So, here is a piece, one of Gogo's favorite pieces. Gogo, what did you see when you saw this? What did this say to you when you saw it your first time? When you came to Mkhulukiz's studio?
It's a piece of a baby. It looks like an ear. And I would think that art is, you can interpret your own way. What do we feed our ears? Because this becomes for all of us. The ear is like,
So you're saying I'm looking at an ear?
Yes.
And there's a baby
Like a
in
brain.
the ear. So the
Yes.
ear is also the womb.
Yes.
Okay.
What we hear becomes planted, and then depending on where we are with our understanding, whatever gets birthed becomes a manifestation on the outside.
So you're saying the ear has got that much power?
It all depends what we feed.
The ear.
Yeah.
Huh.
Whose words are we listening to?
Mm.
And what does it become through us? So when we hear that his locks throughout Uganda, UK, and South Africa, for the longest time, they were like the richest of the world. Who came up with the concept of people with locks?
And now it has changed.
Yeah.
Mm.
We are now embracing returning to our roots.
Yes.
And the more we understand that
Because
hair,
even corporates, they now welcome.
hair is a receptor.
Yeah.
And
It's
so-
antenna.
We cover our hair to protect ourselves. And when you are in a space where, such space, you allow your hair to you free yourself from having to cover yourself, because you couldn't keep this space, the energy is just allow yourself to be yourself.
And before we go into the next segment for you, Gogo, there's a guy, Lefifi Kali, he's also an artist and poet. In a recent podcast with Rude Boy,
Yes,
Paul,
yeah.
he said, one of the reasons when you get to prison, the first thing they do is remove your hair.
It's because
It
connects
disconnects you. I thought, in my head, I was just reducing that mean of having to get you a comb and having to. No. This is the most dangerous thing in a human. If you want to disconnect the pants, one of the first things you go for is their hair.
Like if you remember in colonization, there was a certain hair type or length you needed to maintain. And beyond that, you need to untie it. That is why in schools, you have the hair issue, that your hair is untidy.
Yeah.
Recently, we have Umbali, Entle, the ex-wife of Black Coffee,
Yes.
speaking about the texture of our hair being a K word.
Really?
Yeah. Over the past weekend, I think.
That high up the echelon, that's what people think.
So, like our hair to us is your roots, and it's a connector.
And it's
Yeah.
even in this painting, 9 ether.
So you see, your work for me is so deep that you need to know where you are in your own journey. In your piece, you can connect so many things. That you need to know where you are to find yourself in this picture, in this painting.
Gogo, having said what you said now,
Yes.
just how much power do you then think the people in the radio spaces and the podcast spaces, in terms of then shaping who we are as a society?
So picture,
If this is what you're saying about the ear.
picture a black child hearing Umbali, there's a full name.
Yes. But
Yeah. Picture a black girl hearing a grown woman,
that's a celebrity.
a celebrity saying that our hair is not manageable. What does it do to her self-esteem, to her self-worth,
Crushes.
to her own identity that my hair is not good enough? So when someone sees Keith and is proud of his locks,
Yes,
yeah,
Aye,
it's only
man.
fair.
Ras,
It's only fair.
what Ras, we call you Ras who? Ras Gogo.
So the narrative of black hair and the 9 ether, there's so much that we don't understand about why our hair coils, what it means to the sun, how it feeds our energy and things like that. So to hear a celebrity describe her own hair as the K word.
Ras teacher, what came into you to put for you to grab a brush
You know.
and give birth to this? What was happening inside of you?
Actually, this piece is probably 10 years old, 10 or 9.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure, but there was a lecture with Gogo Roots. So she was talking about Sankoffering in science. So how you can use feedback loops in electricity, and it's the same concept as Sankofa. So originally this painting was just the purple line. So that's the Fibonacci spiral.
Fibonacci is quite
Yes.
spiral, yeah.
Right
So
here
that's
as
the
well.
golden spiral.
And then your purple tends to
That's
red,
the
like
one
from
beauty.
royalty
Yeah.
to
Nah,
all
like it's reversed.
okay.
So if you look at let me just show you this. I should have one somewhere around. But a pine cone.
Yes.
Just
A pine
visualize
cone.
a pine cone.
Esh, I have a lot of those things, eh?
Yeah.
Have
They're
you not-
everywhere, I'm
It's
sure.
right here.
Right here.
Ah,
So the Fibonacci sequence is perfection in nature. All of these are next to each other. They can expand infinitely outward or inward without competition.
yes.
And it's the most efficient, most perfect, most simplistic way. If you want to make a turbine, if you want to make anything, this would be the shape.
I find
This
this
is the
very
pineal
amazing.
gland also. And there's so many other things that have this modality. So these are things that are repeated within nature. Your fingerprint, the shape of literally every organ system, because the kidneys fit into this motive.
With your
The
kidneys
brain.
as well. The brain.
A bean seed,
The bean seed.
the galaxy, that's how they form in spirals. That's how literally the whole universe springs forth, because nature uses the path of least resistance, but the path of highest efficiency.
Yes.
So I just did the Fibonacci and then slowly started feeling it with all of these elements. And you start seeing the similarity. This is a G clef. When you see a G clef, you expect music after that.
Yes.
It's at the beginning of music. But it has that shape of pregnancy. It has the Fibonacci.
Ah.
You look at and. When I say and, I expect something after that.
For me, it's like
And
infinity.
this- Yeah, it's like infinity. It's and even the same thing with the question mark. If I ask a question, I expect an answer.
An answer, yeah.
These are all feminine in terms of receptive. They're all curved. Masculine things are straight. So straight lines are generally masculine, curves are feminine. But when you see the energy.
Would this
and
be the waters then?
Yeah, this would be the waters. It
Okay.
would be the umbilical
Yes.
cord. The umbilical fluid, amniotic
Umbilical fluid.
fluid.
That
Yeah.
only fluid, yeah.
It's like you are in a moon.
This I actually got from Vincent van Gogh painting.
Ah.
So he has a painting called The Starry Night. And if you know Vincent van Gogh, he did something to himself that they know him for minus art. He cut off his ear.
Yeah.
So hence the baby is in the ear, which is the same modality. Like the ear is literally the template for the fetus, for the heart. This is half of your heart.
So this is many things in one.
Hence it's called cosmic birth. It's the whole universe. You can fit literally every modality within this. Because again, it's perfection. That's what nature does. A river moves according to the easiest flow. It could go straight, but that takes more energy. And the carving actually cleans the river. There will be spirals that make river water fresh because that aerates the river. So we have the same modalities within us.
Okay. So this piece we can sit here all afternoon going through
All
it.
afternoon.
Because
Just
all, yeah.
And
show
from
you
each
the
angle, it has a
section.
different angle of interpretation.
So if you look at it from this perspective,
Yeah.
this is a cross section of the brain.
Oh,
The pineal gland.
yes.
So this would be the pineal gland, the third ventricle, spinal cord,
Yes.
medulla, cerebellum. And this motif again is repeated consistently.
A cross section of the brain, of course.
Of the brain. And this, the third eye, is right where it would be. Even this point, the reason they do piercings here is to open the third eye.
Really?
Yeah, that's one of the perfect reasons. Because these are all acupuncture points. So there are different parts of your ear. If you cross your
That's
hands
deep.
and rub your ear, it's a hologram where the universe is a fractal.
Yeah.
So you can rub your feet and it will affect every part of your body. You can do the same with your ear. You can do the same with your eyes.
Head,
The acupuncture
points are all
points.
over.
So there are many points all over the ear. This is directly connected to the brain. This is the spine. This would be the back. This is the internal. Literally how it is in the picture. And they've mapped these things out. A lot of cultures have done this. We're always fighting who is the oldest, who is the what, who is the fastest.
Doesn't matter.
It
Doesn't
really-
matter for you, but who is the first? Who, for me, are they similar?
Yeah,
I always look for similarities that
yeah,
did the indigenous people of the world
Yeah.
share information? And when you see the similarities, they was there was a way.
yeah.
They
It has got many ways.
If you're honest, you'll come to this
Mm.
conclusion. If you leave the propaganda and narratives, this is written everywhere in the universe.
Yeah.
Hence, everyone who is a genius was an artist. Da Vinci had to paint. Because when you draw these things, it's a different perspective.
The other day when apologies for quickly jumping there, the other day I said, I'm an engineer myself by training, and I said, I have found that artists are by far more intelligent people than engineers. Because the engineering world fits inside an envelope.
True.
The artistic world is without
There's
boundaries.
no boundary. And
These guys can go to town. They can.
And you have to go to town.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else to go.
There's no.
Within this, it's a
So
rigid
with the
thing.
engineering world, 1 + 1 needs to be 2. If it's not 2, we are not working. So.
And there is a reason for that, because there is a certain efficiency necessary in engineering for, I guess, things not to break down.
It's limited. It's you know when you get exposed to arts, you start to realize the limitations within engineering. Of course, you're right by saying 1 + 1 needs to be 2, because if it's not, the bridge will come tumbling down.
Because to me, it's 3.
I'm gonna
Nature shows that.
pull a Terrence on us.
No, 1 + 1 is always 3. One
You are-
woman, one man,
Then
there'll be
there's
a
the
child.
child.
Definitely.
There's a
I need to
continuation.
move to the next
Unless
piece.
things don't happen.
Okay.
I need to move to the next piece. So that's just one, and there's many, but we're gonna try to fit what we can in today's session. So and it's, okay, I'm happy it's also visible. I can see it from here. So this is another piece. This one just caught my eye when we landed in the studio, and I thought this is just another hour of a discussion. So
No, it's infinite, and like what you said earlier on, based on the viewer's viewpoint.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the things that art has also shown me. Every time I show these pieces to someone gives me a perspective I never
you
even
never
thought
even
of.
thought of,
And
yeah?
I'm like, but it's so obviously
Mm.
that.
Yes.
But I didn't have that intention when
No.
I was painting it. And that's the beauty of this, is it's fluid. It's based on your experience. I'm not a woman. A lot of this actually happened. A lot of my art was influenced. This was before I had children. This
Yeah.
was after I had children. So I had a home birth. I received my daughter and son.
Oh, was this inspired by the birth of Settlement?
Yes. This one I can say yes. The other one was prior to it happening.
Yes.
But just experiencing that whole, this is how we come into being. Like, it was
From separate bodies,
from separate bodies.
to a seed.
And then, like, she came out, and that's me, like 100%. And I'm not a woman, but this was the closest I could feel that experience.
Russ teacher, yeah?
Yes, sir.
When I saw this,
Yeah.
I've always driven the narrative that women are gods, right?
They have to be the creators.
And it is a view that I just hold, having experienced what I've experienced with women.
Yeah.
my mother, my wife, my sisters, my daughters. Do you know, and let me give you this short story of how I a few times caught my daughter trying to mother me. And it's switched on that these people are mothers. The moment they touch down, they are mothers already, and the instinct is always there. It's like a live wire. They will be the one worried, Papa, have you eaten anything? Where are you going? When are you going to come back? You don't look safe. That looks dangerous. They are that element of the mother. Even at 2-year, 3-year, 4-year-old.
It's immediate. It's immediate. And
cool. You know what you're discussing right now is women being goddesses. You know the gender-based violence.
The GBV or
like, you know when you look at a black man, where he came from, at his height of honoring and understanding that a black woman creates. And she needs to be cared for. And to see where we are right now with the deterioration of we've fallen.
Yeah.
We have fallen.
If you look at Asian, the Kemetic people, they considered their partner mother, sister, daughter, wife. They had to play all those roles. And as a father, you're the son, you're the father, you're the daughter, you're the brother. We have removed all of that and made it a sexual thing. And it's only because who wanted to have sexual relations forcefully with us and has imposed that thought process into us. Breasts have never been a sexual organ in Africa.
No, but today they are public indecency.
Now it's indecency, now it's cause for indecency.
You bring in an element I hope we're not gonna go to, but it has to come in, right? You know, when I personally hold Christianity accountable for the position that the woman universally finds themselves in today.
Definitely. It must be the worst thing being a woman reading the Bible.
It must be.
Everyone is masculine.
How does the Father and the Son be there, but you're not there?
And they don't question that the Holy Trinity in the Kemetic days was the Father, the Mother, and
the Son must ask, where's mom?
And the family, like a family.
Yes. You know where I come from. Oh, it's not where I come from only, but all over the of course, all over the African landscape. What makes a man is a woman. And we refer to you as a man the moment you bring cattle and we slaughter one of those and introduce a person close to you, we call them your wife. That is when there's a man. Man, wife. Everything else, we are. We boys and girls. Also listen to this part. We will not coronate you a chief or king. Kungekho indlovukazi la. So no woman.
We are short.
It's a universal principle.
We held it that way. Even in our decision-making structures. I come from a royal house. I'll give you how we discuss issues. We'll discuss them there at the crawl as men. We'll dispatch a man to go run it past the matriarchy. And he must come back with a response. You're not going to inform them. You're going to get consent or a different view. And then that man will say, no, the matriarchy has either stamped or rejected. So if it's rejected, we are back at square one. And that's the world we come from. This one you would say, oh mama, come last. There was another distorted version that the woman is the neck of, the man is the head, so is the neck. I was like, where you get?
Because it's being skewed, because like if you're to really look what's happening, it's become a competitive thing. Women are becoming men, and men are becoming women. We are receptive.
There's the feminization of men, the masculinization of women. So it becomes a forever fight of, and there's never a need.
How do we fix this? Gogo, from a female perspective, I'll come to you, Ras.
Yes, sir.
Oh, how do we rectify the position on which the female finds themselves today universally? How do we fix it?
Cool. It requires a lot of unlearning from a female man.
A lot of unlearning.
Then I can never wanna be an equal to a man.
Mm-mm.
I don't have your strength. I don't have your abilities.
Mm-mm.
I don't have a need
So there must be
to
a
be,
lot of
to be an
unlearning.
equal to a
Mm.
man.
So the narrative of equality is just wrong.
We are set apart from birth.
We're not the same.
We are
We're
set
not
apart
equal.
from birth.
It's
So when we depart from, we are naturally from nature.
Mm.
From nature,
Mm.
we distort our being. and
Yeah.
our path.
Russ, how do you take it? How do you rectify this? How do you tell segments, my daughter, listen, you're a very beautiful woman. Don't ever think of yourself as an equal of a man. How do you go about rectifying this thing?
I think first of all, like everything is skewed, like from the get-go. Everything has been blurred.
So we must mow everything down and start afresh.
Not really start afresh. Just look at nature.
Mm.
Look at anything scientific. You're an engineer. Positive, negative. That's how everything functions. Everything has balance.
Everything works
The
with
ank,
balance.
as you were saying, the ank.
Everything
Everything has
works
balance.
with its function.
And there's a
The
receptive and there's a giving. There's something where it's giving, something to receive what is being given.
And then there's a process of birthing and
Did
moving
you
on.
know, now that we said what we just said now, I understand why the ankh was now replaced with the cross. Because they removed the womb
Mm.
and they just put a stick there, whatever that stick means.
And where else do you find the cross except churches? On the grave.
Of course.
Yeah.
The word dead.
It's a death to your former self.
This rotates. The ankh rotates. It
It's
doesn't
life.
stay in one position. Even in the brain, there's an ankh. The blood-brain barrier is because of an ankh shape. This, in engineering, that shape has high potency. The electrical modules that you need an ankh. And these are things that everywhere, if you look in nature, you will see them. You will see them. The snake eating itself, it's rebirth.
The snake eating itself.
Because it
Continuous.
sheds its skin
Yes, it's a
to
new
become
season.
bigger.
Yes.
So even with this painting, like there's a lot going on. There's Panspermia. This is a comet, which if you look at it, it looks like a sperm.
Mm.
If you shrink the earth and make the earth an egg, and now this comet is coming with oxygen and all these things that can apparently ignite life on this planet, that's what happens with pregnancy. As above, so below.
It's about so below.
So these are things. If you're just honest, if you don't have an agenda, you will see them everywhere.
If you're not being captured by some
Yeah.
agenda,
You
you'll
will
spot
see it.
them.
It's self-evident. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. An avocado takes 9
Avocado.
months. It takes 9 months from flower to fruit, the same as a pregnancy. And then avo
Is that fact?
that's
Yes.
fact. Now you can Google this.
Mm.
All of this. You can
And the
fact
shape
check.
of the evo and the ovary.
shape.
And the
The
shape
apple.
of an evo.
And in Mexico, an avo is avocado,
Hey, what
which is a testicle.
Oh yes.
So it has a dual male and female.
Did you know? You know right when you're saying if you really are objective,
It's everywhere.
the truth is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
I mean, that's what we were talking about of the title and the 13 segments,
Yeah.
the 365 days. And
Oh yes.
the truth is literally
It's
all
in
over the
plain,
place.
it is in plain sight, just that you're not willing to
In
look at
plain sight, but the schools have been working over time.
it, to make sure that our natural way of understanding life
Yes.
becomes reduced.
No, I just want to show the turtle. This is the turtle thing we're talking about.
Ah
It's
yes.
better here. It's better here.
It's gonna be better here. So, if you watch the previous episode, we were discussing the time, the stellar rhythm with Gogo, and we were explaining why there are 13 segments of the year as opposed to 12, and the title is one of
The indicators.
yes,
There's nothing on earth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Mm.
And I think it goes ahead to say that these things,
Should be
28.
28 days.
Of the cycle of the moon.
Yes. So the truth is in plain sight, and it has been all along.
Forever.
It's always been there. It's just that there was a time when there was no need for me to compete with
It was never
you.
a
Because
need.
we're telepathic.
Ras,
The reason we're not telepathic is because I have something I want to hide.
I want to hide.
I can't talk to you mentally
Sorry.
because I don't want you in my head.
Mm.
I don't want you in my space. I don't want to share an idea unless I've written a patent.
I'm gonna benefit
No,
from my life.
None of the artists of the past
They
wrote
were
their
put
names
down.
because the purpose was doing the art, not
Ah,
getting the
not
recognition.
Was the message.
It was completion, not competition.
Was the
competition.
message.
And with this, these were just reminders, like in case you forget,
Mm.
look into nature. Like whatever, whenever you go around, look back into nature.
Nature. That's where
What
we
does
come
nature
from.
do?
What does nature
But
do?
we have also bastardized nature. We've totally changed it. So nature is now also not trustworthy.
How so though?
Like GMO food.
Yes.
The soil you
spraying.
eat. That's cool.
When last did you see a real river? Like alive?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Like not.
It's
Man-made.
been a while. You must like disappear into the Congo or something.
You have to go really, really into Africa.
Because our rivers are really stuffed with garbage, eh?
It's garbage, and this affects the whole frequency,
Yes.
everything.
Mm.
But like these are things, like now with this is what the flat earthers say. This is actually Terrence Howard spoke about this,
Mm.
that the planet fucks, it releases
Mm.
gases,
Very
so,
much.
and then this creates.
Academia has been hard at work
Yeah.
sending us astray.
Like, that's
If
it.
people hold degrees and PhDs
Yeah.
with what Terence Howard just poured cold water on recently, what are we saying?
It's, if you go back, Rockefeller is the reason we are educated the way we are in the Western and colonized world.
Mm.
Their intent was not to educate, it was to create workers. Because they
Maintainers
needed,
of the system.
yeah, they needed employees
Mm.
who can also spend and become consumers.
Of course, we
So
work,
it's not just
you get paid,
working,
you coming
you
back.
put the money back.
That's where you stay here.
Prior to that, and even the way we are right now, like every problem we have on the planet, there is a solution.
Most
Every problem.
definitely.
Yes.
Every disease someone has cured,
Mm.
however chronic, however what.
Mm.
We used cars, I mean water as a fuel before there was even
There's now a car, Ras.
There've always been
A
cars.
guy in Namibia or Zimbabwe
There's a
made
Zimbabwe
a car
guy, there's a guy
that
in
runs in
America.
water. Yeah.
A lot of these guys are there, but I think even the problem with them is they want the patent. They want to get paid by the same system. You can put this stuff online and it can be mass spread.
Mm.
But again,
He's looking
how
for
do you
bread.
do that
Yeah.
when you're starving?
Okay, this was not on the menu, so
So
I'm
it's
gonna
not-
move right along. That was the title. The next one, Ras is gonna help us put it up.
So
It's a bit of
it's good that we're talking about rivers.
yes.
So even with this one,
Mm-hmm.
again, this is also an inspiration from Gogoro.
There's two
Yeah.
right there.
The Gagut came from Oyibo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand.
Yeah, you know, a lot of Einstein's work
Yeah.
come from this guy.
And when you look at Oyibo's connection with the kinetic
Yeah.
version of how he did the Buddha thing,
Yeah.
they have always known.
They've always known.
We just removed spirit from
Yeah.
all of this.
Yes.
Somewhere in the 1800s, they removed ether. We
Yes.
stopped talking about ether.
Yes.
We stopped talking about that side of science.
And because of the gatekeeping that exists in academia,
Yeah.
a larger part of Oyibo's work is categorized as mambo jumbo because there's areas they can't explain. And for them, everything you can explain with very
It's
little.
mumbo jumbo,
It's
but
mumbo
they're still
jumbo.
studying it.
They're studying it.
You know the beauty of the system we find ourselves.
Yeah.
They will push us into some nonsense as education because they know that that's where we're gonna go. Bona, they're gonna be focusing right here.
Do the exact opposite.
You
Oh,
see,
this
there's,
is deep, right?
there's Nut.
Yes. I love the Iliad of the. Is it the
True, like,
October Iliad?
yeah, it's also the inner.
It's the Iliad. This is what Jehuti Ma'aja,
Yeah, so
all the way down to hell.
Asa,
Yes.
Sika, Tehuti, the hidden one, Ma'at would be here,
Mm.
Heru, Herukuti, Aset, Sebek, Geb. No. This is. Who is this? But this is Geb.
So that's the tree of life, and that's one of the symbols that's also universal.
And you've got the Sankofa there as well.
Sankofa is same as the baby,
Yes.
same as the ear, same vibration. And now, if you notice, Nut
Is Nut.
Muntu,
Oh,
See.
Bintu.
Muntu,
Muntu,
Chintu,
yes.
Muntu.
All the do's.
All the
Muntu.
And then there was Mentu Hotel.
Kulukit, what would be your reasoning behind having this as the you know how the medical institutions have got this snake and then they'll have like whatever. What would be the narrative behind it?
No, they just adopted an old Egyptian. They adopted it from the people they learned from. Hippocrates learned in Kemet. So in Kemet you had the staff of Tehuti,
Yes.
which was the snake,
The snake.
with the wings, and the uraeus, of which a snake was just rebirth. A lot of these reptiles don't fall sick. Their immune system, they only get killed.
Yes.
So crocodiles don't fall sick. So these Egyptians, the way they coded information, if you have an eagle, you might put your face and be like, yeah, I'm God, I'm Ra. But if I put a cow's head, you know what a cow is.
A cow.
If I put a lion, if I put an elephant, if I put a snake, if I put an eagle, you know what an eagle is. You know what an ostrich is. An ostrich has the biggest egg, but it's the fastest on 2 legs. And its eyeball is bigger than its brain. Its feather is the heaviest. There's so many things that they incorporated.
observed,
Yeah, they were observing nature, and this is.
That's also where totemism comes from.
Exactly.
Because when we said we are the lions and the elephants, it had to do with the traits
the mannerisms
that
of
were
the
found
animal.
within that clan, and then they said these ones are the elephants.
Yeah. You look at the midwives, it's the hippo that represents the midwives. Try coming between a hippo and its
And a
children.
child,
It
you
will
will have you for
hold you.
lunch, yeah.
Same thing with the lioness. Same thing with the crocodile. The crocodile is the
The
only.
maternal and the protective.
Yeah.
Would that be the Nile there?
Yeah, this is the Nile.
Ah,
So the Nile is
the blue and the white come together
the
there.
blue. So this is actually only the white Nile.
Yeah.
The blue would be coming somewhere.
Oh,
from
okay.
Ethiopia. So
Oh, I thought this is where they meet.
Nah. Yeah, I think
It looked like it.
because this is the first cataract.
That's where
Yeah,
the
this
sea
is
is.
just. Yeah, this is a small version. I thought this was Uganda or the Albert. Yeah, this is the blue Nile.
And
this
the
is
white.
Yes. So the Egyptians wanted to mirror the heavens as above, so below.
Oh, yes.
So where the Nile was mirroring the Milky Way. So even where they built the pyramids, they were mirroring the stars in the sky. So there was the river Nile on the earth, then there was the river Nile in the sky, which is the Milky Way, which is Nut. And then the same process was used to represent the spinal cord, which is that side. Yeah. So the 33 vertebrates and raising the energy from the bottom to the top and becoming the staff.
Your pieces are just PhD pieces.
You need to know where you are
Yes.
to understand his mind.
Here's mine. How have you found reception amongst the natives on this work we do?
Okay, like, to be honest, because at least in the beginning, there was no financial incentive. I was literally doing this to get this stuff out of my mind.
Yes.
It was way too much. I'm not a.
So you work like Nkulu Credo, because Nkulu Credo's things came in,
Yeah.
he would express them
Yeah, like,
into the
like,
physical.
There's so many artworks that I'll have the idea for so long that I don't have the energy. I don't have the- And then one night, inspiration just comes and it's like this
Right
one,
now, it must be out.
this was done literally in one day.
Really?
Since
You
you
entire
can
day?
see, yeah, just like
But
in
it's
one
been,
go.
but it's been in your mind for a couple of days
It's
or
been in
months.
my mind for like since the beginning. Because if you look at it,
Let me show you something I've never really shown anyone. The pyramids that shape the letter M. That can be a heartbeat, it can be frequency, it can be water, it can be breasts.
Oh, yes.
If
Yes.
you look at this.
There's a
this-
mountain
Yes.
in the Eastern Cape. It's called
Exactly. This is a woman
the
Giving
sun.
birth,
Yes,
Yes.
position.
giving birth to the sun.
Man,
This is something,
This is with the knees of a woman giving birth, and
To the
even
sun.
even the position of
but it's both ways.
yeah,
yeah. So,
So even the fire.
yeah.
guys, but listen, Keith does art in a way that you have never. I mean, that there's another piece. Just the last one before we close. You give
The
them, bro. Like,
beauty of your mind.
yeah,
It's something tangible.
it's
To
unbelievable.
understand where your mind goes.
I just don't have enough money to buy the entire studio, literally. So, what you have here is an elephant, right? But the elephant, the ears, it's a butterfly. It's the most beautiful elephant you have seen, because Keith does not just deliver a piece. He takes you to a space. It's
A journey.
it's like meditative in a way. What came to your head when you put this together?
No, like same thing. Like literally, again, on the path of studying all of these things. Kemet, Egypt was the last thing I studied.
Yeah.
I went to every other school of thought
Mm.
that was within my reach. When I got to Kemet, I started understanding the purpose of totems.
Yes.
So the elephant, they're all grounded. All
Mm.
elephants at any given time are all on the ground. They can't jump, they can't fight. But that's how they communicate.
They communicate. Because
That's how they feel earthquakes. That's
Yes.
how because when an elephant lands on the ground shakes.
Shakes,
So
yes.
you can know someone has given birth and
Mm.
move around.
Mm.
That's their connectivity. I'm an earth sign, so I have an affinity towards elephants. So I just was painting an elephant. I saw again the similarity. The ears are the same as a butterfly. But when you do, this is a monarch butterfly. It has the longest migration of any insect. It
Really?
can fly 12,000 miles from South America to Canada, Australia, Alaska. So this is an insect flying halfway across the planet.
Across the planet, eh?
Its whole life is actually its lifespan. It will die on the way, give birth. Then the
Will
next
continue.
generation is
Will
the one that
continue.
reaches. But the monarch butterfly was also a sign of royalty and a lot of things. And with this, there's a lot hidden within this. An African elephant has 2 fingers, the Asian one has 1 finger.
The
So
horn.
you can see that within that. And there's again, if you look at this looks like an O. You see the O,
Yes.
which is also a sacred animal. And what actually the elephant is running away from. A
So
burning
this
bush.
could be an owl as well. You're right.
It depends.
Mm.
It is an owl or it isn't. And
You could
this,
be whatever you need to be. That's the beauty of art.
this is a burning bush. It's actually
Yeah.
what it is. The elephant is running from the burning bush into the clear,
The greener
greener
pastures. So Keith doesn't just do pieces on the wall, he also does t-shirts. The t-shirt that Gogo has got the only air printed on it.
And a power sign.
Yes.
It's a
it
power
shows-
sign and the
Oh, it's a holy head with a fist.
yes.
Yes.
Also, he paints on the t-shirts. This is King Tut. and I don't know who else is on the other side. That could have been his dad. I cannot, and the man that costed us everything.
Exactly.
So you must make time
The
and
label.
yes, Ras teacher. So are you online, Ras?
I'm on Instagram, but I won't lie, I
You don't really post a lot.
post or anything.
Okay. How do people come to you to come view your work and order a piece, propose a project?
Generally, if you're meant to see me, you will see.
So
It's a spirit
if
thing.
you meant to see him, if you meant to meet him,
Your ancestors will make sure
your
it
paths
happens.
will cross.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because
I love your work, man.
that's like one thing with this. Only after a while did I realize how it was therapeutic to me. Because I'm like, okay, now I have like 45 paintings. This is what's going on. And I looked at each of them and just introspected where was my mind when I was making this, what was happening in my life. And I can see the anger. I can see like in this painting, this I did like almost 40 years ago. But it was when I was pulling out. Like, I'm not going to confront.
Yeah.
So this is more your journey of removing yourself from indoctrination, and you are stepping into the unknown of who you're gonna be.
And it's scary because everything else is like now. Even let me give an example of home birth. Everything in your mind is like that is the wrong way to do it. But which animal, which midwife, which thing is doing that for animals?
They just do it
Who was
themselves.
doing it in Africa for the millennia that we've been around?
You just did it.
So
It's time again.
these are natural things that we've made scary. Like
You
food.
know, Ras,
Yeah.
I was telling a person the other day saying one of the first hospital a human goes to is the birth canal, right?
Exactly.
In the delivering of the baby,
Yeah.
the squeezing and the pushing,
Yeah.
that's
It's
other
a
things
massage.
that you didn't know the child needs. And when you skip that, you're creating problems for the baby when they're out here. Then the industry takes over. They have a pill for everything.
Fast light is a fluorescent light. Then they put them in a room with
Yes.
20 other
Yes.
children.
Yes.
So it's
It's a total horror show.
and now that shows you it's from the beginning. And the assault starts before you're even born. It starts on the eggs of your mother, which is on your grandmother. So it's a repetitive thing. And epigenetics luckily shows us that you
We
can
even
change
pick, we
this.
even pick your birthday these days.
You can pick your birthday.
Yeah.
You can pick the star sign.
Yeah.
You can. You had they made
We've become
two
God.
men
Yeah.
and a woman give birth or something crazy like that, and you're like, this is the level we've reached.
I think that is why we try to understand how the Oko,
Yeah.
or Koko, because I would think Oko Kobetu would have been already in the hospital deliverance. The time before that we had African midwives,
Yeah.
how did they tend the baby when they were sitting in the breech? How, it's a piece there were no records of stillborns. Things like, so we know exactly how things were done and returned to such places.
You have to.
I'm going to hold it here because this is the chat that could take on forever. But that was Mkhulu Keith, an artist, a
The poet.
poet, and
A
maybe
scholar.
you come to Mkhulu Keith's
understands
studio,
a lot.
be prepared to spend the whole day here. Perhaps come for a weekend.
We should do this again. There's quite. I can see there's quite a lot.
Yeah, so Mkhulu uses his art to heal, and you could find your way of healing. The concept of healing must be decolonized. Healing is not sitting in a Dumba or a surgery or wherever. Everyone is a healer today. Just find the healing you've brought to humanity and deliver it. Because if you don't deliver it, you are costing us. You are withholding our gifts through you, away from us. So find the gift you have brought to humanity and deliver it. It's as simple as that. That was my part in short, Bakari. Thomas Mkhulu for your time in your space. And Gogo, thanks for finding Mkhulu or him finding you. I don't know.
We found each other.
You found each other, so that's what it is.
Yes.
Make time, come out to Pretoria. The studio is here. You'll be blown away. I know I am. So, thank you for the patronage. Like, subscribe, continue the conversation. Towards
So the one with the-
Tanda Nongo Makai. Yes.
To do this. Yes.
Yeah, so it's